Hello, we're the Wisest Wizards, Coffee Doug, Ryan Pancake Cat. We're here for the Rough Cut Saturday review. I am going to be reviewing Lethal Weapon Part 1, starring Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. There were many sequels.
I will be doing National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1.
Which is, of course, a spoof of Lethal Weapon. In my movie...
And many others.
And many others. In my movie... You've got Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, released in the mid-'80s, probably circa 1985, and it's a buddy cop film. Some say it's really the first one that just sent it through, so you have all the buddy cop
That's
films.
weird, because my movie's about a buddy cop film. But what'd you say, you only had, like, 2 major actors in there?
2 major actors?
Wow, this is ridiculous. It has Emilio Estevez, Samuel L. Jackson.
Give a good... Here, there's mine.
Here's mine. William Shatner.
William Shatner?
Tim Curry. It has Kathy Ireland. It has John Lovitz. It has Phil Hartman. It's got a lot of...
Doesn't it have one of the Coreys?
I think it has Corey Felt in it.
Here's the thing with Lethal Weapon. Everybody knows who Riggs and Murtaugh are. Or most people. You've heard of Riggs and Murtaugh. I'm too old for this shit.
Colton Luger. Come on.
But the thing is that many people don't remember that Lethal Weapon 1 was a very serious movie. It's not a comedy in any way, shape, or form. There's funny moments. But it is a cop on the edge. A rookie. His wife has been killed or died, and he can't handle life anymore, and he's just ready to do whatever it takes to get the job done, but he doesn't mind if he dies in the process. So he meets Murtaugh, the older, more experienced cop, and he helps him through it in a way. What's your movie about?
Well, mine's it's a very serious comedy. Actually, it's not true. It's just a comedy. Also, with Emilio Estevez as the person who's on the edge, kind of loose cannon. He lost somebody. In fact, it was a dog. It's quite funny. It's Claire. And then Samuel L. Jackson takes the role of Danny Glover, and he's just a hilarious guy. He's got the family and stuff like that.
I don't really remember this movie. I do find it great that Samuel L. Jackson's in it, and Emilio Estevez. Who's the hot girl in it?
Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland, okay. In this, I will say, if you're going to watch Lethal Weapon, if you haven't seen it in years, or if you've never seen it at all, watch it around Christmas time, which is around right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Christmas movie, but the whole movie takes place during Christmas, and it has a very Christmas feel, and watching it around that time will add to the experience.
Die Hard actually has a Christmas feel to it, too.
Excellent point, Ryan Pancake Cat. I don't know why I pointed to them when I should point at you, but that's absolutely true. You should watch Die Hard as well around Christmas.
Well, the second one, isn't it like it too? Because the weather outside is snowing. The credits has that song.
Anyway, the Lethal Weapon 1 has spawned 3 sequels, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. In my opinion, they're all excellent. Joe Pesci doesn't come in until Part 2, but the first one definitely got... I don't think they planned on making a sequel at the time. I think that it was just a film about the 2 guys coming together. Danny Glover's helping him get through his, Jewish racism. No.
Jewish racism.
That was years later for Mel Gibson, sorry. He's helping him get through the death of his wife.
Well, and I have to tell you, what I really like about the Lethal Weapon stuff is the saxophone that you'll get in, like, the serious moments, like, when, let's see, something happens, like the building explodes, they cut the wrong wire, and then they're like, we should have waited for the bomb squad, and then the saxophone comes in. I'm like...
And if I remember right, I think Eric Clapton plays on every...
he does. I think he does Knock on Heaven's Door at the end of the second one.
I think he does the music for Part 1.
Oh, I don't know that.
But, yes, very good. Directed by Richard Donner. People know who Richard Donner is. Lethal Weapon's a good one to check out. Now, as a spoof movie... This pretty much is one of the first. Like, that's right around the time of Naked Gun, if I'm right.
Well, I don't know. This is 1993 that this came out, February 1993.
So probably Naked Gun 2.5.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay. But I'm just going to tell you, if you've seen the Lethal Weapons and haven't seen this, you'll definitely get a lot of the references. Throws a little bit of Silence of the Lambs in there, too. I'm trying to think of some other things. No.
They spoof a lot of stuff. That was released around that time.
Yeah, whatever was released around that time.
I do find it interesting that probably right around the same year, I don't know if this right at the same year, but isn't Charlie Sheen Emilio Estevez's brother?
Yes.
And he was doing Hot Shots
Oh,
at
that's
that
very
time,
true.
in 93.
And in fact, John Lovitz actually makes a reference to that. He goes, don't you think it's weird that your brother is in those other movies and you're in this one? And I just think it's funny.
I don't remember that. We tried to watch it one night
Oh my
after
God.
getting drunk in the basement, and we all passed out, but it's great.
It's
it was
hilarious.
really, I saw it when I was a kid, and it was really funny back then.
Ugh.
As old as I am now. Okay, so Riggs and Murtaugh
And Colt and Luger.
and coffee and pancake.
That's right.
Here's the rough cuts.
Here's
As
the-
always, happy Saturday.
Thank you. But seriously, man, this movie cracks my shit up. I mean, look at the target.
Who knew that he was going to be so huge, Samuel L. Jackson? He had no idea how big he was going to make it.
I mean, who'd have thought that he's going to have snakes on his motherfucking plane one day?
That's right.